I don't know. I think I'm gonna be bored to death on here. I don't know. I don't think I'm good at just sitting around like that. Maybe I should move around. So crazy. Do it like a lady bone. I remember before, it would be a lot easier talking about stuff. Everything out. I'm just gonna relax. Whatever happens, happens. You know? Just let it be like that. Here we go. Yeah. Hello. Angelise. Hello, Angelise. How you doing? Where you at? Kevin Spence. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bump, 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 bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Kevin Spency. What's up, Kevin Spency? Bish, 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 bish. Do, 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 do. Why, you don't like him? I don't really care who likes who. Joe Blow, I don't really know, but I gotta get with the flow. You can't keep me up. You can't keep me up. Oh, here's Lisa. What's up, Elisa? How you doing? Where you from, peoples? Where you peoples from? Are y'all from Crazy Town? That's the Crazy States. I just got up. Yeah, well, I'm over here in the Philippines. I left Crazy Town, and I came over here to the Philippines. And anybody got questions about Philippines? Throw it out there. Glasgow. What's up, Ian? How's it going? North Korea's in the house. Banana, mana, fofana, banana, fee, fi, momana, banana. Just woke up. Elisa, here, I'll shake you, help you wake up some more. I'm just drinking some coffee. So what's up? Anything interesting? I mean, you know my deal. Either it's like game, hot topic, or we just talk. One of those. That's what I do. Either we play the game, we hot topic, or we just talk. Going to school. What's oh really? Where you at? At least you in the USA? Yeah, it's pretty early there, so probably that's where you at. Where's everybody at? Oh, North Korea. Yeah, you're from North Korea? Hello, North Korea. Ian's from Glasgow. Mr. Glasgow. US, I must confess. Let's see, why did you move to the Philippines? Well, I came over for this beautiful girl, right? and and then I decided to break up with that beautiful girl. And then I decided to stay because after I stayed a while and I found out how awesome it was, and I like fell in love with the country and fell in love with everything. I mean, there's this really popular YouTuber that I've been watching lately, and he's went to like every single country in the world. Guess which country he picked was the best country to him? I have like 200 countries he went to. Guess which country he picked? He didn't go to North Korea, by the way. Maybe if he went to North Korea, he would have picked that one. Anybody got a guess? He picked the Philippines. And so that's, why the real question is, why did I decide to stay in the Philippines? I've been here for 2 years now. Ian is from England, and he has left England to be in the Philippines because he can't get enough Mikipino. He's calling me every day. He said, Mikipino, can we hang out, drink some coffee together, have some sausage? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said sausage. Bacon. Let's see. Spicky, spinky. Okay, do you have family in the USA? Yes, sir, Bob. I got family over there. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got some family over there. Where you from, Spanky? Spain. Is that? No, that's Sankey. Sankey, okay. Where you from, Sankey? Did you tell me yet? Oh, you said you're from North Korea. Me don't believe you're from North Korea. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Hector? How's it going? Where you from? There's not enough hours in the night, not enough time to hold you tight. I liked it, I loved it. Thank you, Elisa. You are the smartest girl I know. Let's see. And I just met you. Jay Baxter, what's up? How you doing, homie? About how much do you spend a month on living expense? Bro, I'm going to tell you, I spend under $500 a month. But I do have a video that will break it down. So I put it out about 2 weeks ago, and it goes over all the expenses that I have here. Yep, I stay under $500 a month. From Oklahoma, sweet. Yeah, if you I also got an Instagram on here if you want to reach me directly and talk. And if you have any questions while on live, feel free to talk, Let's see, Hector said, do you see yourself starting a family in the Philippines? I don't know. I never really thought about that, Hector. Starting a family. I did with the first girl that I met when I came over here that I had plans for. Yeah, I was going to start a family with her and be happy with her and all that kind of stuff. But when that evaporated and then I started dating, I dated for like a year in the Philippines. I haven't figured out what I'm going to wind up doing in the future. So let's see, what is $1 in the Philippines currency? $1 is about 57 pesos. As of today, it's 57.02 pesos. Lippy says, hey, where you from, man? I am from USA, North Carolina, and I'm here in the Philippines for 2 years. I gotta go crazy. Okay, Lippy says, there are so few people in the channel. Yeah, I don't worry about stuff like that. Michael, what's up? Metsi, everyone. It's 55:34, just sent today. But you know what? I just started this live. I haven't been on here even 20 minutes. So, there is some channels where they've been on here like 20 hours. I am from Bangladesh. That's cool, man. That's cool. Congratulations. Love from the Philippines is nice. That's Life in Reality USA vlog. Life Reality USA vlog. That sounds interesting. What is your channel about exactly? It sounds like a good channel. Let's see. Seiki OK says, do you speak the local language? How do you manage living there? Yeah, I mean, just about everybody here is speaking English. Most people speak English here. So yeah, I can speak English. As far as the official national language, I speak some of that. I don't speak it very well. Hector says, are there tensions with China? Are there tensions with China? Between Philippines and China? I think China has tensions with everybody. But nothing too serious. I think what they're doing is basically having a silent war, and they're basically destroying places without having to shoot a gun. Let's see. Banana in the Philippines says, hey, Mikey, what's up? Hey, Bama. I'm sorry, I called you Banana. Welcome back, Bama. How you doing, man? Life in Reality says, I'm a Panay, and my channel is all about life. Life Reality USA. Sweet. Yeah, whenever you put the USA in there, I was like thinking maybe it was about reality in the USA. But your channel is about life. Okay. I'll go check it out. Not right now, but I'm gonna screenshot you and I'll check you out, and I'll subscribe and all that stuff, all that jazz. Let's see. I have subscribed to your channel, Lippy. Oh, I appreciate that, Lippy. Thank you very much. You are my biggest cool dude in the channel. Eva, hey Eva, hey, how you doing? Life Reality, Philippines people speak good English, exactly. Yeah, I mean, they got call centers here helping all those freaking English people out. USA and all that mess. How are you, sir? I'm awesome. How you doing, Secret Devil? Secret Devil. That might be China. Never mind. Anyway, you live Philippines for 2 years. Yes, Lippy. I've been here for 2 years. Do you live in a popular tourist destination? I do not. I do not live in I live in a province area. So I live in a province area, out sort of in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's not very touristy here at all. I will support you back. Thank you, Life Reality USA vlog. Done Connect host. I appreciate it. And if anybody wants to hook up with Life Reality USA vlog, let me know, and I can help you for a second by making you blue. Let's see, working on our first video post. Oh, congratulations, Bama. Yeah. Let me know when you get it through. And there are active volcanoes in the Philippines. Yeah. From what I understand, there is. I don't really try to hang around volcanoes, but yeah, from what I understand, there is. Better live in a province, much better. Well, I've got over 500 videos on my channel, so I'm just doing one right now about Manila. I'm about to post it soon, tomorrow probably. And but I have a lot of different thoughts about the province, the cities, and all that kind of stuff. Have you been fishing lately? I wish, bro. I wish I have. Let's see. Bama says, I don't like the tourist spots. Yeah. I mean, I don't really consider them being a lot of tourist spots here, in my opinion. If I see 100 people around me, thank you for the hearts, by the way. If I see 100 people around me and I only see 3 tourists, I don't consider that a tourist spot. That's my personal opinion, out of 100 people. Now, if I see half the people around me that are tourists, then yeah, I would say that's a tourist spot, or even close to it. Bama says, let's see, Life reality USA vlog. I will retire in the province. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat it. I just put out an apartment video that showed the apartment, showed the price. You can't beat the price, and you can't beat the lifestyle and everything, man. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful place, wonderful people, wonderful, beautiful everything. You know, it's great. It's not like a high class, say, you know, probably Switzerland or something like that, but it's definitely not third world country either. Some emerging country. They got rid of that third world country stuff a long time ago. Let's see, simple and fresh. Yeah, simple, fresh, and in the province you see plenty of animals, and you see plenty of nature. Middle class living type. Yeah, you're gonna have different. I mean, you're still gonna have rich, poor, and middle. But it just, you know, there's so many provinces. In Meta, yeah, but it's hard to get a visa to stay for more than a year. No. USA, Americans can come over here, and you can stay for a couple years, and then you can leave, like, and come back the next day and then do it again. Yeah, there's tons of people here that are staying like 5, 10 years, so forth like that. So it's doable. And also there's a lot of other visas as well. So there's all sorts of, it's really an easy place as far as visas go. Patel says, yo, Mikipino, what's up, what's up? Patel, thank you for coming back in, brother, and thank you for coming back in Meta, too. Let's see, Bama says, I live in the country at the bottom of the mountain, so much better. Yeah, I envy you, brother. I love the mountain area. I'm close to the beach here, but I really prefer mountain area. Sankya K says, Bama, what do you do? What do they do? What do they do? I thought tourists would be good for the economy. I mean, I'm going to talk about that. What do they do? I thought tourists are good for the economy. Yeah, I'd say tourists are good for the economy. Let's see. Visa, unless they're like wild and crazy, which, you know, if you got a felony on your record, they don't want you here anyway, you know, in the Philippines. But I saw this one girl the other day. She was in a convenience store, and I think she might have been from Russia. And she started like screaming and talking a bunch of bad things to the cashier. So yeah, you get tourists like that, you know, it's pretty bad. But thankfully, you know, that's not very common here in the Philippines. Visa, you can apply, look it up. It's not hard. Yeah, exactly. There's tons of visas. There's that's like the one that stays the least, the 2-year one I was talking about. There's some other ones where you could stay longer and meet requirements and so forth. Good morning. What's up, JD? How you doing, JD? U.S. Army veteran. I'm an Army veteran as well, my friend. How you doing? If you have any questions, let me know. I've been in the Philippines for 2 years, and originally from USA, North Carolina. Let's see. Hector says, Philippines is home to the first ever university in Asia. And I didn't know that. 1611, University of Santo Tomas. I believe I've been to Santo Tomas over there. I think it's close to what's the name? Lipa. I believe Santo Tomas is over there by Lipa. I think I did a video over there, as a matter of fact. It was like a short video. Let's see. My friend got it and living there for life. Yeah, there's a lot of people that's been over here for a very long time. Sweet, and I don't really hang around a bunch of foreigner people. I like to hang around the Philippine people, but I've got several friends that are foreigners that have been here for a long time. Let's see, Sweeta, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, Sweeta. Hello. Bama says, Sankey, they are good for the economy, but they act like fools and leave bad impressions for the locals. Yeah, it depends on the tourist, but Life says, go to Guam or close American country that you exit and stamp. Yeah, exactly. You go to Guam or, you know, go to Vietnam too. I mean, it's beautiful down in southern Vietnam. Let's see, really, I work online, so I'll just be living there as like a tourist or something because I want to save money. Meta, yeah, man, you will love it here. I mean, yeah, you should definitely come here. You're going to save a lot of money. I mean, you're going to save a lot of money. I'm living under $500 personally, but you know, you probably cut your expenses in half. I don't know, but anyway, exactly, Mike. Yep. Can felons get passports? LOL. From what I understand, they're not going to let felons into the country. That's what I understand. So that might be a problem. Hello, bro. What's up? How you doing, Jen? Bama says nope. Let's see. Jay Baxter says, I've never been to the Philippines yet, but want to visit. I have been to Thailand 3 times. I preferred Chiang Mai and the Bekong and the Royals. Yeah, you should definitely come over to the Philippines, bro, because, yeah, the people are super cool and everything. And I'm subscribed, yeah, bro. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I like Don. Oh, like Don. Thank you, Zara. I appreciate that. And Meta says, I never know that I thought the most time you can get there was 6 months. No, man, it's one of the easiest places. I didn't really know much at all. You know, when I came, I did not do research at anything. I just came over. You know, I was planning on getting married and all that kind of stuff, but I winded up staying single and winded up being here for a long, long time. 2 years now. Let's see, hi from Mars. And this is my second trip, by the way. I had to leave for a little while. So that starts over my period. JD, U.S. Army veteran, thank you for your service. I'm from Alabama. I'm new to your channel. Appreciate that, man. We got Bama and Philippines in here as well. Yeah, appreciate your support, bro. You can get extensions for 3 years. Yeah, you know, I couldn't remember if it was a 3-year or 2-year. I thought it was 3, and then I started hearing 2. So, yeah, but I didn't want to say 3 just in case. I think it is 3 years, actually, not 2 years. Maybe that's just the extension. But either 2 or 3 years. Roll Tide, JD. Let's see. Meta says, wow, I'm living under 2,000 a month, so that I can save a lot of money if I came there. Yeah, I'd say, you know, you're probably going to save at least half of your money, at least half of it. Gunner Man says, good evening. Good evening, Gunner Man. Welcome back, my brother. Lippy says, do you earn money to live attend? I earn watch hours. And eventually, watch hours add up to where I can monetize. So I'm been here for 5 months on YouTube, and so far I haven't earned anything. You got to put in a lot of work and videos and everything to get those watch hours. So hopefully I can get all my watch hours maybe in 3 more months. So it'll probably take me about 8 months on YouTube before I actually make a penny off of this. And I'm already done my 5 months. JD says, Roll Tide Bama. So yeah, being here on live helps. Watching lives help. Watching the regular videos like over 3 minutes, those help. Yeah. JD says, Roll Tide Bama. I live near Tuscaloosa. M Meta says, "Oh dang, so you should have went on 90 Day Fiance." Yeah, dude, that would have been cool. That's a funny show, bro. That's a funny show. I used to watch that a long time ago, and yeah, I think that would have been cool to do, but I didn't really think about it. You know. Let's see. I live just north of Birmingham. Let's see. I just subscribed to you, Mikipino. I appreciate it, JD USA, my veteran. And so you're in the USA now? Oh, you're in Tuscaloosa. Okay, Alabama. I think Alabama is a great country. I almost decided to move over to Huntsville when I got out of the military, but I wound up going back to my home in North Carolina instead. Gunner Man says, "You were a soldier back then, right?" Yeah, I was a soldier a long time ago. Oh, only 5 months. You're still very new. Yeah, it's been maybe 5.5 months, maybe something like that. Been on YouTube, and but I'm like working a lot on my YouTube channel, and yeah, I work like at least 8 hours a day, at least, from making videos, editing videos, traveling to make the videos, to doing lives, to doing posts, to doing commenting, when people reply, I have to go back and do comments. So yeah, it's a lot of things you have to do. The editing is a pain for me. I hate editing. Because when I started YouTube, I had no plans of starting it. And I was so stupid, man. I didn't know what I was doing. So I've been learning the whole time, the whole process, without knowing anything at all. And I don't have any fancy equipment either. So yeah. Let's see. Jay Baxter says 90 Day Fiance offered me and my wife the opportunity to do the show, but my wife refused. She likes the privacy. Yeah, a lot of Filipinos are like that. They like privacy. Like my girlfriend here, she doesn't want to come on camera, but I have gotten her on camera a couple of times. But yeah. JD USA says, I've been out the Army since 2010 to do total disability through the VA, and I love North Carolina. I like the Smoky Mountains. I love Cherokee. Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan of Cherokee. I moved to the mountains. I'm not from the mountains in North Carolina, but one day I just packed up and went to the mountains and didn't think about it or nothing. I lived in the mountains of Virginia though. But yeah, it's beautiful out there in Virginia, mountains as well. Shut that dog up. Shut that dog. I don't even know where that dog is, man. See, my costs here are very little, so I don't worry too much about the issues that I have here. I'm living under $500 here, but you can live, you pay a little bit more, you can have nicer stuff, I'm just trying not to spend the money. Let's see. Hi, he said hi. Cool. What's up, Bob Prezzello? How you doing? Where you from? Nice to meet you. Man, I'll drink some more coffee. Yeah, so on my channel, sometimes we do games. We do different games if people have that interest. Sometimes we just chat, and sometimes we talk about hot topics. So if y'all are into any of that, let me know. Hot topic, we can talk about that. You want to talk about, you want to play any of the games? Meta's been in the games. Bama's been in the games. I think Bama was in it. Yeah, Bama's been in the game. From Philippines, hey, this is Bob. Hey, Bob, from the Philippines. Me too. I'm in Mindoro, Philippines. Let's see. Gunner Man says, I've been looking for you, IG. Well, not sure if you have any social media apps that we can be friends. Yeah, man. Instagram. It's on my page. It's Vlogger Mike is the username. But yeah, I got a link to it on my channel page. But it's Vlogger Mike. Let's see. Bob says game channel sounds awesome. Yeah, man. Anybody else want to play a game? If I have 3 or 4 people, that's when I start the game. We do all sorts of different games in here. So I got one person. If 2 more people say it, yeah, we'll do it. Nice. So that's your IG. I'll be following you there. All right, man. Yeah, just send me a follow, whatever. Send a message, whatever. I talk to people on there. I'm not a crazy fan of IG and Facebook and stuff like that, but I still check it every now and then. Yeah, I check it every now and then. I don't just check it throughout the whole day though. Let's see. I respect soldiers. I try to check it almost every day. Yep. Thank you, Bob. So are you originally from the Philippines? And I got a message. It says Brownie, so it's probably you. Brownie is Gunner Man. Let's see. You are from the Philippines. I tell you, when I was up in Baguio, I went to the VFW there, and I was hanging out with some of the fellow Filipinos retired that fought in the Vietnam War. With the Americans, basically, and I was like in awe of those guys, the old guys, Lucky, what's up, Lucky? How's it going? Where you from, Lucky? Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Let's see. Lippy says, "Are you a soldier?" Yeah, I used to be a soldier. I've been out of the military for like about 30 years now. Let me see, how long has it been? Not 30, but 20-something years? 20-something years. Time for some balalo. Balalo? What is balalo? What do you have in Bama? Balalo? Is that a food? I followed you there now. All right, man. I'll follow you back. Bob says, dang, you survived the Vietnam War. No, not me. I was talking about the guys I was hanging out with in Baguio. I was hanging out with some retired Filipinos that went over to the Vietnam War. I never went to the Vietnam War. Now, that was before my time. See y'all later. Okay, Bama. And an American Philippines friend is American Philippines friend. Let's see. I subscribed 1 minute ago. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Okay, so one person wants to play game. 2 more people say game. We will do a game if two more people say it. Balulo is a food, so yes, that's kind of beef. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think one of my friends was talking about that the other day. Okay. I actually had some delicious, I haven't done this in a long time, but I went over to the market where they have the fresh meat cut up out there in the market. It's an open air market. And I got some pork today and grilled it out and had grilled pork chops today. I usually don't eat too fancy, so that's pretty fancy for me. Hi there. I love adobo. I like the liver adobo. I like that one the best out of the adobos. When they make adobo, it does have a sweet taste to it. A lot of, sauce on it. And they use different meats. So chicken, pork. The one I like the best has been the chicken liver adobo. Liempo, that's probably you're talking about. Liempo. Oh, no. Pork chop. I mean, I went and they already had it sliced up, you know, the pork chop. But Liempo, I've had Liempo from Andoks. Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's more fatty. The Liempo is more fatty. I don't like too much fat on my pork chop. Pork chops is definitely southern. Yeah, yeah, southern USA. We love some pork chops. Hey, in Meta, they have a Texas Roadhouse. They have Texas Roadhouse restaurants here. And if you ever go in there, steak is expensive in the Philippines. I mean, it's like normal price as, well, it's cheaper than America. It's cheaper than America, but it's still, they don't have a lot of cows here. So it's a little more pricier than a lot of the other meats. So when I go to Texas Roadhouse, I usually get a pork chop, a big, thick pork chop from them. I've only done it twice since I've been here for 2 years, but yeah, it's a lot cheaper than the steak. Bob says game. Okay, we got one person wanting to do game. Anybody else? Now that's American. I like pork chops. And we could still talk while we're game too. I mean, ask questions or whatever. I like pork chops. Yeah, I love pork chops, bro. Especially grilled. My bro, there's Texas Roadhouse, and he loves it. Yeah, Texas Roadhouse is awesome. They got Chili's too. And we say game. We all say game. Okay. Well, I see 2 people say game. Let's see. I love to eat pizza restaurant. LOL. Okay. I'm going to get the board here. We'll do a game here in a minute. Let me get the board to do it. Actually, you know what? There is one game we don't need the board for. Maybe we'll do it. But I'll get it just in case. Okay. We'll try this first game out. It is basically we go around the room and you put 2 things about you that is a lie and one that's the truth. And the people guess which one is true out of the 3 things. Let's see. I love to eat in a pizza restaurant. Yeah, pizza, we have Papa John's, we have Pizza Hut, we have Domino's, we have a bunch of pizza places, a lot of pizza places over here. But it will depend on where you're at, you know, as far as eating pizza. They do have some, you know, the Filipino style pizza too. I still like the New York style pizza best, personally. Me and my bro, okay. Hey Bob, how about you start with the two things about yourself that are not true and tell us one thing that is true and see if we can guess it. This is for Bob. Yeah, I like pizza and sushi a lot. Yeah, you can find sushi over here, Japanese places, you know, Chinese and different stuff. Like, I mean, for instance, if I go to a McDonald's and I get, let's say I get a simple cheeseburger, not like a big one, a simple cheeseburger, French fries, and a drink, I pay $2 after tax and everything. I just pay $2 for that here in the Philippines. There's also a place that I can go get 2 cheeseburgers and only pay $1. It's not McDonald's, but $1 can get me 2 small cheeseburgers. So that's just an example of cost here on the food. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cheaper. And another thing is they always put the tax in the price. Okay, well, I'm going to read what you put. I definitely didn't get hit by a brick. I don't like pizza, pineapple pizza. Let's see. Are you saying you? Okay, so we're supposed to guess from that. So you're saying you never got hit by a brick. You you don't like pizza, but you do like pineapple pizza. My guess is that you like pineapple pizza. Howdy, what's up, Michael, Mikey J? How's it going, Mikey J? Where are you from? Do you have a channel, by the way? Because I'm a Mike that has a channel. This channel. Let's see. Nope, I don't like pineapple pizza, but I got hit by a brick. Oh snap! Yikes! Sorry to hear about that, bro. I'm trying to remember. I know this one guy. He got hit right in the eye by a baseball. Somebody threw it really hard. Boom! And yeah, he was still okay though. Thailand versus Philippines, which is better? You went to Thailand. Which is better? I mean, I'm going to pick Philippines, but I haven't been to Thailand, so I can't really tell you my answer personally. I can just think what I feel. I mean, one thing I like about here is the English, and I don't know, man. I think I would have to hang around more Thailand people to really answer that question. I mean, I like the Filipino people, so I haven't hung around the Thailand people. Is this a riddle? Nah, we were doing like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the word game. That's probably gonna be easier. Coach, let's see. Both countries are fair. Hi, brother. I think I wouldn't. I think it would be interesting to go over to Thailand, but I mean, another thing is U.S. is like friends with Philippines, and I like that. I mean, they're very friendly to the Americans here in the Philippines. The people are. That I think they appreciate America more than any country, including America itself. But they don't really know a lot about what's going on nowadays over in the USA. Well, they do, but they don't. They know about it because of media, but they don't know about it because they haven't been living there like I have to really know what's going on over there. Hi, brother. You watching from the Philippines? Thanks. Thank you, Vic. I appreciate that. Mikey says my mate Bob Cooper got punched by a Filipino to the tune of what? Punked? Are you talking about scammed? Maybe. Maybe got scammed. Maybe. Doing Mikey. I mean, if you got scammed by that much money, that is a lot of money, bro. Dang, Mikey, that sounds kind of awesome. Let's see. Hotels in Makati, very expensive. Hotels in Makati. I've got a friend that's going to be staying in one. The one he's staying in is going to be about $80 a night. But he like, he's getting like something expensive. That's an expensive one. I could stay over in Makati for about $40 a night and have a very nice place. It's not going to be fancy like, the one he's at probably, but it's going to be super clean. It's going to be super comfortable, and it's going to be awesome shower, which I love an awesome shower. And yeah, and it's going to be like it's going to feel like a brand new place. It's not necessarily brand new, but it's close. Let's see, hotels, Makati, let's see. Invertible. Thailand hotels, very affordable for the most part. Yeah, I think Thailand hotels and Philippines, I think the price is going to be very close to the same from what I've researched. Prices are going to be very similar, Philippines and Thailand. You know, I think the biggest thing will probably be the people. I have only spent time talking to one. She was cool. But anyway, I think it would be close between those two countries. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the word game instead. I'll switch over to the word game. So this is something that you can find. You can find this in many, many places. And you got 5 letters. And there you go. You can find it in many places. And let's see what else. Especially like in a bathroom. In Meta says, I often will get a cheap deal booking the Airbnb for a month or more. Yeah, and in Meta, you got it right. In Meta, he got 1 point. There you go, in Meta. Okay, so let me talk a little bit more, and then we'll go back to the game thing. What I was going to say is on the cheaper price. Yeah, Airbnb, I'm able to get like a condo over here, Airbnb, for about 400 or 500, between about $400 to $500 a month for a pretty nice condo through Airbnb. And I mean, you could probably get something a little bit cheaper or a little bit more expensive, but that's for a pretty nice one. I would normally pay about $400 a month personally on the condos I look at, and that's inside the city, you know. So that's in more pricier areas inside the city. So it's good areas. Let's see. Robert Wingate says, and the Philippines is the 3rd largest English-speaking country in the world. What's the second, Robert? Maybe U.S., England, and then Philippines? That's probably right. Yeah, $500 for a condo. Yeah, that's through Airbnb. I mean, you should check out that video I just put out. I don't want to tell you the price, but it's an apartment. It's an apartment, and you'll find out the price when you watch it. I want to leave you in a little shock on that one. But yeah, I just put it out like yesterday, I think. It's about, I forgot the name I put on it, but I think it was yesterday I put that one out. But yeah, it's going to be extremely low price. It's not going to be a fancy place. It's going to be a simple place. It's an apartment. I go inside and I show what the apartment looks like. So it's not going to be fancy, but it's going to be extremely a low price. So that way you'll get to look at it and see what you think and see if it's like something that works for you. I've actually been thinking about staying in that apartment that I looked at. But it is a lot more simple than the condo. But it's a money saver. Let's see, India, USA, Philippines. Oh, okay. So second would be India, I guess, huh? The Okay, but anyway, let's see. Ah, so I'm going to do a new word here. Nigeria, over 120 million use English, often as the official or working language. You know, that's a good point. Um, Hold on. I guess we'll get to the game eventually. Let's see. India's 250 to some degree. The about 90 million. It's a good point about the African countries. I watched a video yesterday about the 54 countries in Africa, and it really surprised me. Some of those countries, they speak a lot of English in, some of those countries. Let's see, Pakistan, 10 million. No, India is the biggest. Okay, India is the biggest. Yeah, 250 million. Biggest by native language, U.S. Biggest by total English speakers, India. Gotcha. My girlfriend, she worked in a call center, by the way. So, yeah, she speaks very, very good English. She speaks better English than a lot of Americans do. Oh, I'm sorry. I had the camera turned the wrong way the whole time. Let's see. Hey, Joseph. What's up, man? How's it going? So, Joseph, yeah, I watched this video about, like, 54 countries in Africa. I know Joseph's from Africa. That's why I'm bringing it up. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So, I didn't know much about Africa. Y'all kept talking. We had a lot of people from Africa yesterday. And so because of that, I said, well, I guess I need to educate myself better on Africa. And so that's why I watched that video. Let's see. And Meta says most of the customer support in the U.S. is based in the Philippines, India, and Costa Rica, and Jamaica. Joseph says, yeah, she speaks better English than me. Yeah, I think she speaks better English than me, probably, too. It's lagging. Are you serious? Is it still lagging? Is it working? You lived in the Philippines for 2 years. That's awesome, man. I'm not sure if it's lagging. It's not lagging for you. Okay, it might be your connection, Joseph. Yeah, I haven't seen any problem. And the other guy hasn't either. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Y'all can stay in here. I'm going to go over there. I want to. No, not works. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's my connection here. Okay. Yeah, I saw where y'all have the, what do they call it, like the Dead Sea, the salt. And did Djibouti? Djibouti? Yeah, where they have the big salt, I think it's lake or whatever it is, sea, like Dead Sea. It's sort of like the Dead Sea. Said y'all have a lot of salt production, and it was talking about all the military stuff there, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Hello, what's up, Mish? How you been? Hey, Joseph, I have a question for you. How much is how much is, like, if you go inside a place and get some coffee? How much is that? If you go like into a restaurant and you buy coffee there. Let's see. How are you? Yeah, Mish, I'm doing great. Hope you are. How you doing? It's good to see you. I don't know if he understood. Maybe it's connection. It depends on the place. Oh, okay. Yeah, but they were showing all the different military stuff and that the salt there and and the people there too. Yeah. And yeah, it seemed to be a lot of government control there too. Mish says, I am helping my daughter do her homework. Oh, that's cool. What are y'all working on? What kind of homework is it? We've been talking about different countries that know English, and we found out that basically India is the country with the most English speakers. That, yeah, raining. Let's see, raining. It's not raining here. Nope, nope, nope. You can have my liter coffee for $1 from street vendor. A liter of coffee for $1. That reminds me of that guy that was talking about the rum for like $2 in the Philippines for a liter. On Fancy Cafe, it's $5. So okay, wow, that's a lot. Dollar or $5. Well, a liter of coffee's a lot, so that's not bad. The $5 one is. So I'm going to be going to Manila soon. My best friend from high school is flying over to Manila, and I'm going to go visit him. And I'll probably be gone for about a week on that trip, but I'll still be on live and everything. I'll still be doing lives and videos and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it's raining in India, so that might be causing a problem with your reception then. Yeah, yeah. That video, it showed like a bunch of places in Africa. It was talking about all the countries in Africa basically. So I was learning about all the different countries in Africa, including your country. And I'm trying to remember the one place, American guy went there, and he didn't. One place he didn't like was Chad. That was probably his least favorite. And then the one place he did like the most was probably um, trying to remember. I don't know. He liked most of the countries there in Africa. I remember that. But the one place he didn't like the most was Chad. And yeah, I know I talked about sort of wanting to go to Morocco, but I'm trying to remember all the countries. I mean, you got the Congo, you got the Sudan, you got Egypt, you got Algeria. I really wouldn't care for going to Algeria or Egypt, even though everybody wants to go to Egypt because of the pyramids. Um, oh, down there where the big waterfalls are, that would be pretty cool. Oh, that was a question I wanted to ask you. Are you able to travel into like any other country that you want to? I know you went over to Somalia, but are you able to go into all those other countries in Africa easily? Libya is the worst for black people because of slavery. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what it was. Libya has the is still doing the slave trade. That's where it is. I remember watching a video about that a long time ago, like a couple of years ago, about a year ago, actually. Yeah, I can't remember what which country it was, but yeah, that's it. It was Libya. And try to think of all the other countries over there. Somalia, he liked Somalia. He thought that was pretty cool. He didn't like the government control over in Djibouti. I could tell the countries that he went to, some were worse than others. Some were really, really, really bad, you know, on the government control. Burundi and Rwanda, visa free. Martina also, let's see. Are you talking about the government control? Oh, are you talking about what Joseph said about the slavery thing? I'm not sure where Martina's located at. Might be up there with Libya. I'm not sure. Martina. Yeah, I'm still going to be learning more about Africa because I would say I haven't I don't have a big knowledge of Africa. So I started learning about it yesterday, and I really enjoyed that video I was watching about it. It was really a lot of good stuff on it. It's still there as well. Yeah, it don't surprise me. I mean, it's like it's like we're all slaves somehow, one way or the other. you know. Let's see. And I shouldn't be laughing about that because that's pretty. It's pretty bad. I'm not. I try to stay positive about things. Is the thing about it, but yeah, it's pretty bad. But I do feel like you know us being like paycheck to paycheck and working, working, working feels like the slavery too. But that's even worse because that's like your total freedom on that way. About moving there as well. I used to know somebody from South Africa. Let's see. Joseph says I went to Tanzania for safari to see the five biggest animals in top five. Okay, yeah. Then I need to stay away from Tanzania. That's the one thing I don't want to see. I don't want to see lions. Let's see. Are you from the now have a digital nomad visa that will allow you to work online and live there? Oh, in South Africa? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that digital nomad stuff is awesome. Let's see. In Meta says no from USA. Uh, Journey Journeys in Behold. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you again, Mr. Ted. Mr. Ted. Am I right, Ted? It's the T name. I think it's Ted. Okay. Yeah, doing good. Okay. Okay. Ahman. Yeah. Ted, if I'm correct. Uh, what other countries have you traveled to? I know you got a nice place down there in Bohol, and I saw you did your video showing that Cebu was visible from where you're at. But have you been to other countries as well? We got someone here right now that's over in the Netherlands, and we got one person from Africa in here, and probably one or two from the Philippines, probably. Oh, India as well. Yeah, different places from different countries. I mean, different people from different countries. Been to quite a few. Oh, okay. So, yeah, what'd you think? I mean, someone was asking me about Thailand and Philippines, which one's better? I haven't been to Thailand, but I feel like Philippines would be a little bit better than Thailand, in my opinion, from what I know. But I don't know. I think it would be fun to travel to different places, though. I've been to a few countries, but not a lot. I really enjoyed South America, to be honest with you. And when I was in the military, I was over in Korea. I wasn't too crazy about there. South Korea. Costa Rica, Mexico, Thailand, China, Tahiti. Um, oh, you might have been the one that was talking about China. I've had different people talk about China. Let's see, Costa Rica, I think that would be nice. Mexico, I'd be iffy about. Thailand, I think would be, like I said, pretty cool. China, I really don't have any desire to go there. Um, Governmental reasons, I don't really want to be around there. I mean, I think it's a beautiful country as far as that goes. Tahiti, I've heard good things about Tahiti. In Europe, I love the Barcelona, Spain. Oh, you've been into Spain too. I know you've been to France, Joseph. So you've been to Spain. Yeah, I think Spain would be awesome. Yeah. Uh, to, 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 yeah, South America. It's a bunch of diverse countries. It's very beautiful, South America. But beauty's all over the place. But you got the Amazon down there, and Chile is a very beautiful place too. Thailand would be my go-to because I like smoking weed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the weed distribution here in the Philippines in Meta because I don't really I don't really do that. If I did, then I would be going over my $500 limit every that I spend every month. So I try not to do too much too much stuff like that. But I'm in the U.S. that do it. Let's see. My worst experience was over in Pakistan. Really, really, I'm surprised to hear about that. Pakistan. Spain is cringe for me. I like Italy. Yeah, I would like to go to both Italy and Spain personally. In Meta, have you been to both of those, Italy and Spain? And Pakistan, I'm wondering why that was your worst experience, Joseph. This is pretty cool because everybody in here right now, most of the people in here, have been to a lot of places, so I'm enjoying this live. Journeys in Bahal said worked in China, helped move production there. Oh yeah, Ian too. He was the one that kept talking about China. He was talking about I think it was the capital of China, I believe. Let's see, that he really enjoyed it. Um, I think he was pretty sure he's like you doing work over there as well. Let's see, and of course the Netherlands, LOL. Journeys in Bahol. It says weed is a big no-no here. Yeah, I personally don't know anybody that does it, and I've never hear anybody even talk about it or anything in the Philippines. Um, and the last president was a big no-no on weed. That's for sure. He was very much against any kind of drug. Basically, the last president. This one here is different, but yeah. Um, I I personally have never seen anybody in the Philippines do drugs. I see them. I see them drink a lot of gin and beer, stuff like that. See some smoke, but and I know they do. There's some drugs out there. I just never seen it. Just hasn't been around me. And Meta says yes, Europe is very small, especially within the European Union. So I've been all around for the past 15 years. Yeah, that's a good thing about being there. I would like to be over in that area too, so I could go to all those countries as well. Yeah, I've never been over there, and that would be cool. Yep, Ian worked there too. Yeah. Matter of fact, I remember him talking about the work over there. Yeah, he was like a production manager. Joseph says, my mom sent me to Pakistan for religious studies. It was hard, the life in a religious school. I'm guessing they were probably pretty strict over there, maybe. Shanghai, yeah, that's what Ian was talking about. Shanghai. Shanghai was fun. Lots of Filipino girls there too. Really? Awesome, bro. Yeah, he was really into Shanghai. I remember. So y'all both like Shanghai. I come to you from India for marrying. Okay. Okay. Splodger is looking for a husband. It looks like. And Meta says, I'm actually taking Dutch classes because I might end up applying for citizenship instead of renewing my residence permit. That's great, bro. I hope you get what you want, what you're looking for, and what you want. I hope you get that. If you decide to stay over there, if you decide to come over here, or whatever you decide to do. Joseph says, I've lost my faith there. LOL. They were hitting me. I was a teenager. Wow, seriously. They were extreme religious. Extremely religious, bro. It sounds like. Wow, that's too much, man. Okay, I come tomorrow with suitcase full of treasures. Sledger, you're funny, bro. Okay, I can't wait to see the treasures. Uh, Ted says, Mikey, Thailand is good, although the language barrier is a little more difficult. I think, I think, and I saw one of those videos from that, what's his name, Gino. He went over to Thailand. He has been, ever since he did that, he's been talking some junk about Philippines. And he was talking about, it's like he's trying to push Thailand now, and trying to make it sound like it's a great place. I mean, he's trying to push it some. I think he's a little bit motivated to do it for some reason. I don't know why. But the thing is, he was talking about the English was really good in the area he was at, but he was in a big city. He was in the main city, the big city there. And it probably was in the area he was at, in the hotels where all the foreigners go and that kind of stuff. But he hasn't been very many places. So I think once he gets around, he's going to find out that Philippines, there's going to be more English-speaking people here than over there. Meta says, yeah, I just need my 2 passports mainly, and I also won't have to worry about the requirements of staying in the country for long periods of time. Yeah, I think if you're going to stay there, then you might as well get that citizenship. And so, if you do that, are you going to denounce your American citizenship? Or are you wanting to keep the American citizenship? Because I heard that you had to pay taxes to both places. So that's why I'm thinking about that question. Joseph said, never been to Southeast Asia. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cool, but is Pakistan not part of Southeast Asia? It's either I don't know if it's Southeast Asia or if it's pretty close to Southeast Asia. I think Brunei, is maybe where it starts, which is close to there. Ted says, all the guys I know, do what? Oh, it's just south, okay. So it's not part of Southeast Asia. Let's see, all the guys I know that marry Thai girls told me they can have a real bad temper. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I've only talked to one, so, and it was only for like a month or two. Let's see. Joseph says, before the independence, everybody used to have a French passport. My dad burned it after independence. I regret that. That sucks, dude. Ah, shoot, hit something. And Meta says, I'm going to probably have to keep both citizenships for now, even though I'm trying to get myself out of the U.S. global taxes. Okay, so you're still having to do that. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be an advantage of getting out of that. But I don't know. I don't know about if you weigh the pros and cons. I don't. I think that's what you would have to do. Just weigh the pros and cons and figure out eventually if you want to stay with that citizenship or not. You know, I sort of hate to say it, but I sort of want to like denounce the whole U.S. citizenship, but I'm not in a position to really think about that. I don't even know if it would affect maybe Social Security as well. That's something else to think about. You can still probably apply for an ancestry visa. Ancestry visa. Oh, okay, like over for U.S. Yeah, I'm in a position where there's a good chance I might have to go back to the U.S. So we have a few Mormon kids around our area here in Bohol. They have been here for months now. That's interesting. When I think about what happened over in Utah, um, and 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 there's another interesting story similar to what happened over in Utah that happened a year ago with another trans person. Basically, instead of like hurting Charlie, instead of hurting Charlie, they did it to their parents instead. It's a pretty big story that it took. I just found out about. I mean that they didn't talk about. And Meta says it's driving me crazy because I pay New York City and New York State taxes. Whoa, plus a subtax for having man. Whoa, son, that is crazy, bro. You need to move your address like to Florida, and not pay any state taxes, or somewhere like that, like Tennessee, Florida, something like that. Like Delaware, maybe. I'm not sure about Delaware. Anyway, no, you can apply for ancestry visa in most European countries. Oh, okay. Mormons are everywhere. That's true. LOL. Yeah, they're in South America too. They're riding around on their bicycles out there too. Yeah, the Mormons are here also. Yeah, just like you know, I think I did see one Mormon about 2 weeks ago in the Philippines. Now that I think about it, and that's like the only one I've seen um, since I've been here. And just like the Hebrew Israelites are everywhere, the Israelites are everywhere. Uh, Ted says, "Yeah, I just seen that story too, Mike." Oh, okay. Yeah, I sort of, man, I try not to look much at that stuff, but you know, sometimes you just, I don't know, want to watch the crap. Mormonism is a cult like Scientology. Remember Warren Jeffs? Yeah, I remember Warren Jeffs. I remember what he looked like. I remember what he went through. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, I mean, it seems like they could go after a lot more people than him. Is what I would think. Not just Warren Jeffs. I think there would be a lot more people, but for some reason they chose him. I don't know. Maybe he pissed off the wrong person or something. I was trying to remember that guy over in North Carolina that they were looking for forever in the mountains. And I finally remembered it yesterday. Eric Rudolph. I don't know if y'all remember that guy. He blew up a place. Uh, I'm trying not to say all the words on here, but anyway, yep, it's what we try to get away from. Exactly, Ted. Exactly. Chaos, craziness, political division, people fighting like crazy. Um, you know, yeah, exactly. You're right, bro. We live like in more peaceful kind of life out here in the Philippines, and it's just so beautiful, nature and people and everything. And for the most part, respect. But there is one thing that that upset me this morning. I will say. Um, but Warren is still calling the shots from behind bars. LOL. Stabbings on both. Yeah. Yeah, the train too. The train in North Carolina. I mean, disrespecting elders and hurting them, and I mean we're talking about American stuff, not talking about here. You know, it's just man. And then all the stupid laws like divorce laws and all that mess. You know. Anyways, bunch of crazy crap. Do you have kids like from America? I know you got, if I remember correctly, I think you got one kid to your wife, Ted. I don't think Joseph has any kids. I'm not sure about Meta. I got one girl. She'll be 30 this year. But yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the kids over in America. You know, between social media and all the drama and all the craziness in the school system and all the busy parents that are busy sometimes from work, sometimes it's just because they're not caring. And you know, one of my cousins robbed a restaurant at gunpoint. He was recorded. It was all over the news here with the wow, wow. The last part I didn't read. Y'all can read it. Man, you've got some interesting stories, Joseph. 11-year-old daughter here. Have a 35-year-old, 32-year-old son. Yeah, my daughter's about to turn 30. Just one for me. So, how many years have you been in the Philippines now? I love your place, by the way. It's really nice out there. Let's see. In Meta says, "Wow, journeys in Bahal. That's dope." 3 now. Your kids are my age. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot more younger people that would come over here to the Philippines if they, had a couple of $1,000 because of the plane ticket. That's the biggest burden is the plane ticket. But as far as after that, it's like smooth sailing, man. Because it's so far. It's a U.S. is all the way on the opposite side of the world. So, what's up, David Gamer? How's it going, man? Oh, do you remember me? Yeah, yeah, I remember you. Joseph says, yeah, I think it's funny how a lot of people come in here and they say, "Do you remember me?" I think they think I'm like 100 years old and I have a bad memory or something. Yep. Joseph says, "Yeah, it was. I'm happy. You're happy. What? What's up? Something new happened? What's going on? What's new, bro?" Let's see. Finally. Joseph says, "Yeah, it was 2 months ago. The person was because it was the first time in the country someone robbed." Really? First time? Are they legal there to have those GUNs, Joseph? Are they illegal in your country? I think you told me they were, but maybe I'm wrong. I had to go. Have a nice day. You too, David. Take care. Okay, David. Joseph says, yeah, totally legal. So everybody was harassing him everywhere he goes. I mean, when you said he took his own blank, I always wonder if it's like factual, for or if the other, the people in charge, if they actually are the ones that did it and say that he did it, on the taking of his own blank, you know. Oh, that's like my first thought in my head every time I hear somebody and they are in some kind of activity like that, if they actually did it. Because me personally, I'm just thinking if I'm out doing something, why would I do that to myself? But I guess some people are really not want to get the punishment that happens after that. So, so I mean, I can see people doing it for that reason, but it's a sad situation, man. Very sad. So, Ted, they get you to sign up, man. Did you become a Mormon? Yeah, totally legal. So everybody is harassing. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah. I got off the game thing. Nope. I'll tell you a funny story. My, okay, maybe I shouldn't say who it is because they might watch the live. But anyway, this lady I know, she's always been a super Christian. And she fell for this guy who was a Mormon. And when she fell for him, she decided to become a Mormon too. But she's always been super, super Christian, always talking about didn't like Mormons and stuff like that. But when she fell for this one guy, she decided to become a Mormon. Well, this guy, who was younger, he winded up running off with another person that was younger too. And basically, she was heartbroken. It didn't last very long. And then basically went back to Christianity, you know. Um, Yeah, and got out of the Mormon thing. Let's see. Joseph says he was facing. He just said hi. That's funny. Joseph said he was facing serious charges in the prison in Djibouti is not a vacation club. That's what I was thinking too. You sleep in the You sleep in the bathroom, bro. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So maybe it is true. You know. Let's see that it was him that did that. Arvin Orn. Hey Arvin, how's it going, man? Good to see you again. Okay. Yeah, low battery. I'm gonna close this door. I had to plug the phone in, get the battery back. Let's see. Wise, Wise Randolph. Hey man, it's been a while. How you been? Hey. Okay, see you, Mikey. All right, man. You have a good one. Take care of yourself and your family. Doing good, Wise? Yeah, I'm doing good as well. Um, are you the guy that I was talking to on Instagram? I remember us talking before, but I can't remember if this is the same person. Hey, hold this for a second. Put this in. There we go. I think I don't have any skill.
Alright. When you first threw it, like all the way to the back.
How are you? Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, Wise. I was trying to figure out if you were the guy I talked to on Instagram about a couple weeks ago. Or yeah, yeah. I was trying to figure out if that was you. It's been about a week or two ago. I guess not. Seriously, bro. When did they do that, Joseph? Because this is a topic that I've been talking to with different people about the banning of that stuff. So, how long's it been? Vlogger Mike is my Instagram name. VLOGGERMIK. Oh, that's 5 years ago. Hmm, that's interesting. You know what else happened in 2020? COVID. And when that happened, they also were banning people on the ability to talk about vaccinations in 2020. And the, what's his name? And the George Floyd thing happened 2020. So the George Floyd thing happened 2020, COVID thing happened 2020, and you guys were banned from Facebook, Instagram, and what'd you say, TikTok. All that was the same year. Yeah, bro. I know. No, not me. Okay, was it you guys? Okay, I remember us talking on live before, but I couldn't remember if that was it. Okay, let me see. Okay. Um, and I've been talking to other people lately because they're trying to keep social media inside of Korea. Um, they're trying to have the people just talk to each other instead of talking to other people outside the country. And Nepal is trying to do that as well, which is why they're protesting down there in Nepal. And basically, I'm just going to be a conspiracy kind of person right now. I think that about 5 years ago, 2020, I think is when the crap hit the fan. is when the things were set into action. And that's when things started, and it's still going on. The crazy stuff. So if that happened in 2020, it makes me wonder if other African countries, the same thing happened, because I know the biggest problem they were having was people in Africa didn't want to do the vaccine out of all the countries, and if they can stop people from talking, from communicating, then maybe they could control them more, and try to make it happen. And then that comes up to the next question. What do you think about Bill Gates? And that was for you, Joseph. What do you think about Bill Gates? Maybe you could always say, I better stay silent if you want to. Maybe I'm getting too deep. Let's see. It's working here in Somalia. I'm in North Somalia, an autonomous region called Somaliland, and it's a democracy. I've heard of I've heard of that Somaliland, Somaliland. I think they call it. Um, well, I think it's going to be hard to make a total change at the same time. I think the change has to happen here and there, and eventually, more and more and more. Elvis, what's up, man? How's it? I mean, Elvie. I called you Elvis. Hey, Elvie, how's it going? My friend in the Philippines, right? Was it Cavite, I think? Or maybe, might be Mindanao. Is it Cavite? Where you at? I forgot. Somewhere in the Philippines. I think it was Cavite. Me good, bro. How about you? Yeah, LV, I'm doing good. Yeah, I was trying to remember. Philippines or Indonesia? It might be Indonesia now I think about it. But I think you were Cavite or Mindanao, Philippines. Yeah, they have a. This is Joseph. Yeah, they have a flag here. They hate the other part of Somalia because the last dictator has done a genocide. Bro, that's just in. That's just terrible. It's me of Syria. I think that was going on too, right? I mean, you know, I never really studied genocides, so that would be interesting to study, to look at the different places that that's happened. They Joseph says they are waiting the UN to give Somaliland a state. Okay, so right now, are you in the area where they did the genocide, or are you in a, another area like Somaliland or somewhere else? I'm assuming that you're in the genocide area, since if you're not in the Somaliland where it happened. And I briefly remember this stuff that you're talking about. Definitely, I haven't done any, extensive research on it or anything. Oh, you're in Somaliland, the genocide area. Oh, I thought Somaliland was the part that wasn't genocide. Let's see, they have a flag here. They hate the other part of Somalia because the last dictator is going. So that's where it is. But now it's peaceful. I mean, that's good. I guess that dictator. I wonder what happened to the dictator. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out eventually. I'm eating peanut butter right now. But what happened to the dictator? I remember the story a little bit. Tribal clash. So, I'm guessing they took him out, the dictator, or is he in prison, or maybe he just passed away. So they wanted more autonomy. They refused it and sent in the army. Yeah, I'll have I'll have to study about. He died at old age um, in Lagos, Nigeria. Yeah, I'll have to study about that. I also learned that yesterday Nigeria is the country that had the most population out of Africa. Um, I know y'all said Algeria is the biggest, and I noticed that Nigeria had the most people. And like I said, I've said this before, I had a professor in college who was from Nigeria. I didn't really get to hang out with him in person because I was doing my college online, so we just talked like through emails. And I'm trying to remember that class. I think it was some kind of English class now that I think about it. I think it was a writing class. Yeah, it was like an English writing class. And he was the professor for it. Wow. Invaded Ethiopia. Yeah, he was power hungry, bro. Very power hungry. Um, GK Wildlife Art. Hey man, you're from India. Nice to meet you. What is your real name? Or do you have like a nickname or anything? You can call me Mike or Mikey. I'm in the Philippines, but I'm originally from USA. I think there is a lot of people in India that have started up YouTube channels. And, they're very, what do they call it? Like motivated. I think people in India seem to be very motivated in like doing engineer school and business, stuff like that. Nice to meet you too, GK. So GK, what is a name we should call you, GK? Um, is GK what we should call you, or do you have a name like Joseph or Mike or whatever? But you can call me Mike or Mikey either way. Joseph says, um, but with him, there was order in Somalia. The civil war came after he got overthrown. Well, there's definitely order if there's like a genocide going on. It's definitely like, but genocide's like not just order. It's like taking out everybody in the country. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be everybody in the country, but it's taking out a group of people. I mean, was he trying to get rid of everybody or just a certain group? Let's see. GK says, my name is Gopan. Let's see, did I get it right? Yeah, Gopan. It is difficult, so please call me GK. Okay, I'll call you GK. Okay, GK. um, but yeah, welcome to my live, and we're basically people from different countries in here that we're like a world's community, and we try to respect each other. GK, okay. Try to respect each other's country or belief or whatever. believe religion or anything like that. I was learning today that, like over in Pakistan, the religion is 91% Muslim and 80% Hindu. Hin, is it Hindi or Hindu? Hindu. Hindu in India. India is 80% Hindu. Yeah. Are you, I got this one girl that comes in here from India, and I'm pretty sure she's Christian. What about yourself? Okay, you're Hindu. Okay. And there's some other people, other Indian people that come in too. So I've never really asked their religion, but yeah, since I read that yesterday, I've why there are landmines all over the road. That's sad. Freaking landmines all over the road. Yeah, man, be careful, dude. GK says, I know too many issues due to migration. How old are you, GK? I am close to 50. I don't say my exact age, but close to 50. You're talking about migration into India? Or are you talking about migration into somewhere else? Yeah, yeah, I like Indians. I have some that come into my life. I used to I used to spend a lot of time with Indians in the U.S. Yes, I like Indians. But when somebody asks you about if you like something, really the truth is you can't say the whole everybody. You know what I mean? It's like I like Americans, but I don't like every American. It's like I like um, Ethiopians, but I don't like every Ethiopian, or Filipino. I don't like every Filipino. So really, yes, but not like every single one. I try to like everybody from every country, but also realize that every country has some bad. What's up, my man Pickle? How's it going, bro? It depends on the person. Exactly. That was my point put into a nutshell. you know, do I like North Koreans? Yeah, I like North Koreans, but there's one of them, I probably don't care too much for. I've never met him though. It's 1 p.m. right now. I just woke up. Homie, the pickle is alive. The pickle has risen from the pickle jar. Congratulations on waking up, bro. You must have stayed up late last night. And Meta says, I think I became very patriotic after this because I don't like all the propaganda people say about the US when I know that most people that you meet in the US, good gosh, bro. Uh, okay, let me go back. Like all the propaganda people say about the US when the US are very decent people. Yeah, exactly in Meta. Exactly, bro, because the old girlfriend over here is always talking smack about people in the US.
Excuse me?
She is always talking smack about people in the US.
Oh no, no.
And I constantly have to defend
I'm talking.
us
I'm not talking. I'm talking about the bad guys.
because of the propaganda, exactly. And now it's propaganda from social media. Now, is there problems? There's a lot of problems in the US. There's also a lot of problems in other places that people don't really see on social media or whatever. You know, the sickle says, yes, I'm from Constantine. Constantine is it next to Morocco? Pickle. Pickle. I thought you said you're from Algeria. Maybe that's in Algeria. I don't know. Maybe that's a place in Algeria. I'm guessing it's a city in Algeria.